Hey guys, I'm Miguel Sanchez, and welcome to another big time episode of Moshi Monsters Biography. So yeah, I'm probably here to show you what I can do the best. Well, living your best life in Monstro City. Because that's where the Moshis live, and they are gonna be good. These familiar faces, they are the main cast of the show, Moshi Monsters. I know, so these guys right here, they are the Moshi Monsters. However, I'm not going to say their names, but I will talk about them in future episodes of the series, so please keep an eye out for them. But what we are focusing on is a true piratey captain friend who knows all the hard work, and I really love him so much. So, if you're ready, let's take a look and see what he can do on episode 57 of the series. So, that's right, we're on episode 57, and so, let's begin. Of course, this is episode 57, and you know his name. That's right, it's Captain Buck E. Barnacle. So, this is going to be a big show you're not going to miss out on, and I believe so indeed. So, let's begin right now. If you haven't seen our last episode where it was about County, the link is on the top corner of your screen. You can go watch it right now. However, everything must begin, so let's get started. Alright, so who is Captain Buck E. Barnacle? Captain Buck E. Barnacle, better known as Captain Buck, is a pirate bearded barnacle, which are a species that look similar to furries, and a significant character in Moshi Monsters. And I'll talk about furry, and speaking of furry, I will talk about him in a future episode. Keep an eye out for that. He sells the treasures that he has collected on his ship, the Cloudy Cloth Clipper. He has an enormous family, of which his cousin, Baz Barnacle, sells Buck's old treasures without Buck knowing. And of course, you know Baz Barnacle. That's why I talked about him already on episode 18 of the series. So please keep an eye out. So if you haven't seen it yet, I had to recommend go right now. Baz Barnacle was on episode 18. Please go watch it first before you can watch this one. As a pirate, he travels the world seeking treasure. He has a habit of leaving bottled notes with riddles. The riddles indicate in what places he's been. He often appears in the missions with varying degree of importance because he functions as a comical character and appeared for visual gags. So yeah, everything you need to know about him. Looking at the character sets, character name is Captain Buck E. Barnacle. Occupations include captain and shopkeeper of the Clothy Cloth Clipper. And a treasure hunter he debuted on the Clothy Cloth Clipper. And his relationships include the Peter Barnacle family, or their family, Baz Barnacle, who is their cousin, which I already talked about in episode 18. Please watch it first before you watch this one. Lefty, who is a life partner, which I'm going to talk about in a future episode. Keep an eye out for that. And Fish Matey for the crew, which I already talked about in the very first episode ever of Moshi Monsters Biography. If you haven't seen it yet, go catch it out. It was the series premiere of the show, so please go watch it first before you can watch this one. But anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the character encyclopedia and see what the biography has to say. Bane. Ahoy, me hearties! Me, Monstro City's top pirate, Captain Buck E. Barnacle. This Barnacle beauty has had a troubled start in life after losing both parents in a tragic shipwreck. A school of batty bubblefish took him in and raised as their own. No wonder old Buck is completely barmy, and of course that batty bubblefish was Blurp, who I already talked about on episode 37 of the series. So if you haven't seen it, definitely go give that a watch. All paws on deck. Captain Buck and his crew sail Potion Ocean in search of treasure on their ship, the Cloudy Cloth Clipper. They come to the port to sell their exciting finds, including bubble machines and marshmallow pillows. Oh my gosh. A pirate's life. After the shipwreck, Captain Buck drifted out to sea. He met lots of kind and interesting sea creatures, including one-eyed Lefty, who became his flood brother, or best pal. Together they hatched a plan to become pirates. They built a ship, assembled a crew, brushed up on their pirate lingo, and set off on a life of pirating adventure. Data file. Location, Potion Ocean. Job, captain of the Cloudy Cloth Clipper. Likes collecting huge piles of loot, leaving messages in bottles. Note, the pirate loot is completely filled with a skull and crossbones hat. Captain Buck rubs octopus spit on his fur to smell horrible. Buck can see perfectly, but wears a patch to show his devotion to his one-eyed pal, Lefty. So that's pretty good. Over in Moshipedia, overnight by a terrible shipwreck, Captain Buck was raised by a school of batty bubblefish in Potion Ocean. And of course, that batty bubblefish, that was Blurp. Unable to quell his sailing urges, Buck returned to a life of piracy, captaining the Cloudy Cloth Clipper and collecting booty from places like Bubble Bath Bay and Candy Shoals. So yeah, that's good enough. For the relationships, Lefty, BFF, first mate on the channel. I'll talk about him in a future episode. Bass Barnacle, who's their cousin, who I already talked about. I already talked about him on episode 18. Rory Scrawl, fighter of notes. Reviewer, an odd friend with a vague form of mutual respect. I'll talk about him in a future episode. Simon Grell, Simon calls him a smelly pirate. Again, I'll talk about him in a future episode. Wobbles Head, most likely friendship. We'll talk about it in a future episode. Lenny Lard, Buck likes to watch ship do sports. Again, I'll talk about him in a future episode. And Marsha, who lives under his abandoned houseboat. Again, I'll talk about him in a future episode. For the crew, Patch, who is their citizen. I'll talk about him in a future episode. And Fish Matey, the only monster in the crew alongside Buck and Lefty. I already talked about him on episode 1, the first ever episode, the series premiere of the show. And Percy, who's the ex-employee of crew. Peppy, reckless, rebellious, and a taste for pilchard popsicles makes Peppy an ideal pirate that Buck pays good money for it. They agree to leave their motorbike behind, shown to man the wheel of the ship. Squidge, summoned to scare sea monsters. Chop Chop, kept for crew entertainment. Hansel, brilliant at bagging foodie. Tiki, Miles things, and Jeepers. Buck just thinks Jeepers is adorable. And I'll talk about all those characters that I mentioned, except for Fish Matey, in future episodes of the series. And Fish Matey, I already talked about him on episode 1. And speaking of Jeepers, I already talked about Blue Jeepers over on episode 36 of the series. So if you haven't seen it, watch it right now before you can come back. But anyways, let's get to the Super Moshi missions. In Voyage Under Potion, Voyage Under Potion Ocean, he helps you save the fishies from Dr. Strangelove by sailing you around 3 small islands on the Potion Ocean, which allows you to find the underwater layer. In Season 1, Mission 5, Pop goes to Boo Boo. Super Moshi intends to distract Simon Grell in order to gain access to Lady Goo-Goo/Baby Rocks. Simon mentions to hate that smelly pirate. Oh. Lady Goo-Goo will be discussed in a future episode, while as for her successor, Baby Rocks, I already talked about her on episode 14, so if you haven't seen it, watch it right now. It's spectacular. He is one of the attendees shown on Simon Grell's party. Other attendees shown are Buster Bubble Chops and Tamara Tesla. Only very well-known people were allowed on Simon's party, which kind of book naturally is. Oh boy. So, about Buster Bubble Chops, I already talked about him on episode 54, so if you haven't seen it, watch it now. As for Tamara Tesla, I'll talk about her in a future episode. Keep an eye out for that. In Snow Way Out, he can be found on Mount Kilimanjaro, where when Gabby melts the snow, layering on top of the face while he's body deep in snow. And Gabby will discuss in the future episode of the series, so keep an eye out for that. He says the last thing he remembers was sailing through the Bermuda Triangle, which is a pun on the Bermuda Triangle. Upon interacting with him once more, he says to not worry as he can get himself out. At the very end of Season 1, Mission 10, Super Weapon Showdown. During the weapon launch countdown, he is still shown to be stuck in snow and his unbothered expression. Oh no, that's not gonna be good. The intro of the Season 2 missions have him appear in the fast-skipping character roster, giving a prominent moment therein as a gag as he is upside down, and in retrospect as he plays absolutely no role in Season 2 aside a comical cameo when using Tamara Tesla's telescope in the observatory to find the crashed spaceship. He is floating in space, in orbit, with something unclear and frozen stiff. Tamara Tesla states in the magazine she does not know what he is doing there. Tamara Tesla will be in a future episode, so please stay tuned. Lost in Hong Kong centers around Captain Book as he is missing EverQuest's rescue. He claims to be abducted and has left riddles on notes, likely with the help of Wobble Sand. And I'll talk about her in a future episode because after that, he was somehow shrunk to a minimal size and stuffed into a bottle with his boat, crew, and a bit of seawater. You use First Officer Ooze's ooze to return him to its original size. And of course, I'll talk about First Officer Ooze in a future episode, so watch out for that. How he got his boat back in the waters, or how any of this even happened, all remains unanswered. Story-wise, this takes place somewhere in Season 2, as the Marooned 5 appear in it, and the Zoshlings are still accompanied with a broken Rhapsody 2. And of course, the Marooned 5 is a pun and a parody of the American pop rock band Maroon 5. So that's a fast fact. In Mob Top Mischief, he is cosplaying as Zach Spin's teddy bear, but trades it with the Super Moshis for a signed photo of Zack. And Zack Bismuth will be in a future episode, so please watch out. Moshis versus Ghosts. The second house is Buck's houseboat, which he had locked down because ghosts were running amok in it, and has thrown the key in the ocean. He takes his leave afterwards, hoping the ghosts just disappear or something. The home is a rather disastrous state, which is not further explained. That's pretty much it. Over to the adventures. Cookhouse Quay, 2009 and 2010. Bubble Bath Bay, 2009 and 2011. SE on TV, 2009. Dual Island, 2009 and 2011. Halloween Island, 2009, 2010, and 2011. Breakfast Bayou, 2010. Candy Shoals, 2010. Futuristic Falls, 2010. Humongous Haven, 2010. Tiki Tropic, 2010. The Wiki Wonderland, 2010. Rockstar Reef, 2011. Pizza Paradise, 2011 and 2014. The Gulf of New Gizmo, 2011. Colossal Cape Cuddly, 2012. Antique Isle, 2012. Fancy Face Fjord, 2012. Art Archipelago, 2012. Hong Kong, 2013. Safari Sandbar, 2013 and 2014. And finally, A Pirate Paradise, 2013 and 2014. Other pieces include Potion, Ocean, which is the birthplace, presumably. Plurifuga Triangle, was already mentioned, and Bucks Bay. So that's pretty much it. For the Daily Ground, we got there's nothing else to say about here. Over and for the postcards from Monstro City. On Buck's travels, he has received several postcards from several monsters. Below are postcards that are known to be sent best. This is taken for the official annual 2014. So let's take a look. Starting with Tomorrow Tesla. Greetings. It's open observatory. I programmed my computer to generate this line to wish you bon voyage. My mobile space telescope checked the alignment of the stars. There are storms around the Tiki Tropic, but the rest of the route to Pirate Paradise should be plain sailing. All right, tomorrow Tesla will be discussed in a future episode, so please stay tuned to the channel. Moving over to Moshi Monsters, to my old pals Buck and Lefty. I can't tell you how roarsome I think this new mission sounds. I haven't seen Pirate Paradise since I was a wee birthing holiday with my musky huskies. Make sure that you fill the hole with as many treasures as you can. There's always plenty of room for trinkets, charms, and curiosities in the bazaar. I know. Moshi Fandango, I already talked about her on episode 52 of the series, so if you haven't seen it, definitely go check that out. As for the musky husky, his name is White Fang, and I'll talk about him in the future episodes. Please keep an eye out for that. And finally, we have Tyra Fangs. Dear Spucky, I can't call you that, can't I? When Rory told me that you were heading off on the 70 seas again, I dashed down to the port to wave goodbye. I assumed you want me to smash a bottle of vintage Toad soda against the clipper, cut a ribbon, and post for farewell photos. But by the time I got there, you had gone! I can only assume, sniff, that there was a technical hitch. Perhaps you'd like to explain when you're back in the port. So, yeah, pretty much it. Finally, for the trivia, that's pretty much it. Alright, well, I guess that's pretty much it. That's everything you need to know about Captain Buck E. Barnacle. So let's get to the final thoughts and rating for the character. So, about Captain Buck E. Barnacle, he is definitely one of those good old characters you've never seen in my life. All of a sudden, he's definitely a good friend of mine, and I don't know what's going to happen here in the future, but that's okay. You may never know what's going to happen here, and, yeah, that's what I said. Sorry, I forgot to take out the trivia part from Callie, which we already discussed in the previous episode. Sorry about that, people. I forgot to remove the slide, but that's okay. Accidents happen all the time. So, anyways, back to my final thoughts. I think Captain Buck E. Barnacle was a good friend, so I love it. So, anyways, on a scale of 1 to 10, I rate Captain Buck E. Barnacle with a score of 7 out of 10. Good character. Last episode, I gave Callie a 7 out of 10. This is the second video in a row that I gave a character a 7 out of 10. So, thank you so much. And that's my opinion. You can feel free to agree or disagree with this. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. But no, my guys, I'd say it's the end of Captain Buck E. Barnacle. So, thank you all so much for watching today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I have one more video to go. Final episode today. Then I move on to Samurai Character Origins. So, definitely do not miss it. Episode 178 drops today. And it's going to be about Ginger Snap. So, please stay tuned for that. But there'll be more Samurai Character Origins tomorrow. More Moshi Monsters Biography tomorrow. And, of course, Samurai Character Origins. So please stay tuned to the channel for more cool content. More character biographies are coming your way tomorrow. For now, thank you for tuning in, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Have a great day, and I'll see you later with another new episode of Moshi Monsters Biography. we have another content to take a look at next time. That's right. We're moving on to episode 58, and next time we're gonna be taking a look at Captain Codswallop. So, oh my god, the ghostly pirate who never knows so much. So, be on the lookout for that episode. We'll see you for episode 58 very, very soon. For now, I'm Miguel Sanchez, and you've been watching Moshi Monsters Biography. Until the time comes, please remember to leave a like on the video, share with your friends, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, turn on notifications on this video. Please subscribe with notifications on to not miss another video from me as well on the road to 400 subscribers. Thank you all for tuning in, everybody. I'm Miguel Sanchez. I'll be back in just a few minutes with another new episode of Moshi Monsters Biography. For now, like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Laters!